What's going on, guys? I just got my new shafts in the mail, so I figured I'd share it with you. It's a Nike Vandal in the yellow. My first impressions is it's not the color I thought it was going to be. It's much more a Michigan yellow than neon. And I thought it was going to be neon, so I was getting really excited for that, but I don't hate it. It's actually a really beautiful yellow. It's just not the exact throne yellow I was looking for, but I think if I match the dye to it and do Michigan yellow stringing, it'll be right on and be perfect. Because, hold on a second, I'll actually get the... So, sorry about that, but here's actually the Michigan yellow for Gimalax, and it's super close compared to what I would normally string, which is that. I thought it was going to be more this color, which doesn't look terrible, it's just not right, and this was so much closer, so I'm probably going to go with that for this stick. This is actually going to be my own, so I think I'm going to be doing my Clutch 2X, maybe with a throne, maybe with throne mesh, I haven't decided yet, but and then do a Michigan yellow fade to white. I'm going to try and keep this stick a lot brighter and just do hints of black in it. First impressions on the shaft, it's actually, how can I explain this? It's made of the same metal that the Cryptos are, which I believe is 775, but it's 0.8 ounces heavier, and that might be because of this hefty butt end on it, and also because of the coating. So I wish it was as light as a Crypto, but I think the coating and the butt end actually make it a more solid feeling stick, which I like a lot. Like it feels, you can really feel it in your hand, as opposed to a Crypto where it's kind of just like, kind of feels like a toy sometimes, especially coming from like a Titan shaft or my Levitation. It's definitely a different feeling, but I really like this shaft because the graphics are actually on the top, as you can see. Like, this is the side, so I think that's really cool that they did it on top, so when it's in your hand it's actually facing you. And then on one side they did the Nike, the smaller Nike logo with the alloy, and it's not on the back, so I think that's really awesome. As for the butt end, I'm kind of still undecided. It's really heavy and kind of beefy looking, but it's got a cool checkerboard pattern, as you can see, and it also has the Nike logo on the bottom, which is going to be really hard to see without lighting. There we go. So there's the Nike logo. It's just this ridge right here is really aggressive, and it's kind of awkward in your hand, like if you hold your shaft here, which I normally do right about there. So I don't know, I might have to put a butt end on it or something. The Warrior ones are more flush, and I like them more, so maybe I'll just put it on there, but I like the butt end. It's a nice looking one. The other thing is, this kind of confirms it, but I was pretty sure Nike was buying all their tech and production through STX, because like the Lakota is just like the cheaper looking version of the Stallion. It's just so close, and so this is literally warranted not through Nike but through STX. So I'm pretty sure they're making. So that also means that it's also made in Taiwan, which is one thing that I don't really care for about STX, because Warrior and Brine make most of their stuff in the States. So that's that, but I really like the color of it. At first I thought it was totally wrong and I kind of freaked out, but it's growing on me, and I really like the graphics. I really like just the two colors, and the color's just going to be awesome, I have a feeling. So, oh, and the last final thing that I really like is the sidewalls are actually concave. So a Crypto's just straight here and straight here, and this actually is a little bit concave, which you see a lot more in hockey sticks, but I really like it. It's not really aggressive like a lot of the specialty shafts are. I like that it's just a little bit. So that's just going to give you a little bit more rotational grip on it, which is nice. And I'm going to have to change the hole, because that's an STX placement, and my Brine heads are like probably 3/4 of an inch lower. So that's the shaft. So it's a little bit heavier. Oh, and finally, the other thing that I was really depressed, not really depressed, but kind of upset about, was that all the Vandals that I've seen are like diamond textured, like the Warrior shafts, and I really wanted it. And this one actually doesn't have it, so I actually called them and was like, what gives? Why doesn't this have the diamond texture? And they said this is actually the only color that doesn't come with it. They think, so that kind of sucks, because the one I wanted didn't have that texture, because I really wanted it. But I think it's because of the color. But yet again, it's growing on me again. It kind of has a nice feel to it. It's not as slick as like a Crypto. Like, as you can see, the Crypto is really slick and really shiny, and this has got a little bit more of rougher, like more plasticky feel to it, so it has more grip, which I like. It's less like metallic feeling. So like on a scale of 1 to 10, like this being like super slick like it is, and like the 10 being like a really, those like grip sleeve covered shafts that are just crazy grippy. This is about a 3, so it's nice because then I might not have to tape it as much, and it's got a good feeling to it. Overall, really actually like the shaft. Now that I'm talking about it out loud, I think it's actually really cool. And seeing it next to my Crypto, it's just so much flashier, and it's going to look really awesome all strung up. So that's my new shaft. And then I got some cool heads in. I actually got matching black clutches. So I think one's getting a Throne and one's getting a Heat. So those should be cool. Those are actually the next heads that I'm doing. And then I believe his name's Greg. He just sent me 2 Evo 3s, one in red and one in Carolina. So, and they're getting matching all white pita pockets, which I think is going to look really cool. I like the red. I mean, the red's really awesome, but the Carolina is just really pretty with the white. Really clean, especially with the black jewel. Very Tar Heel colors. But the other thing I've noticed a lot watching MMO games and seeing them is that a lot of people are using the Evo 3, not the X version. The X version kind of ruins the face of this. But they're pinching it, and they're giving it a lot higher flare to something like that, which is actually a really nice face head. It kind of reminds me like of the Surgeon, if the scoop is a little bit shorter, but it's like, you know, this is probably the most used head in the pros because all the pros like they grew up using Evos because that was the head to use for so many years, and so a lot of them are using it, and they keep switching up the sidewalls. So let's see if this has the same sidewalls. Yeah, these do. Maybe the X and the non-X version have different sidewalls, because I've had a few problems with these. But I think they're going to look really nice, and together they're going to be really cool. So that's everything. That's it, guys, so have a good one.